All right, guys, welcome back to yet another night full of matches. As we have our first matchup, which is Liberation versus Furious Steel. To look over the standings here, Liberation is 1-0, and they had their first match last night, or I'm sorry, a couple nights ago against X3. Got the 3-0 win. Obviously, we saw Furious Steel in a great matchup versus Inception last night. Got the 3-0 win. So they're 2-0 with the 6-0 map count so far. I think they're actually the top team overall. If they win tonight, they'll be sitting really pretty for that top overall seed. But Liberation is definitely going to be trying to slow that down. Actually, let me. What is. Okay. 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 All right. But yeah, I mean, Furious Steel's sitting in a really good spot to try to get the top overall seed. Nelson, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Um, Evade Draws, appreciate the follow as well. Silent Gamer 10 minutes ago, thanks for the follow. Should be a lot of fun. Let me actually update the map count really quick. It's Remzies, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. And I guess we're going to start this early. I don't usually do this a little bit later in the stream, but for those that are curious as to how, the Twitch revenue works and kind of how the prize pool works, our prize pool is basically derived from two different sources. The one main source is the entry fees from the orgs, and then also from our Twitch revenue. So everything we make, whether it's donations, whether it's gifted subs, Twitch Prime, stuff like that, that all goes to the prize pool, the players, the orgs, all that. So everything you guys do directly supports all of our players and teams and whatever else. So we definitely appreciate that. Young Coyote, brother, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever, but hope life is treating you well during the quarantine here. Hope you're staying healthy. And Kaibu, what's up, Bren? Thank you very much for helping out with the YouTube stuff. You were awesome. FS Train and was it 3Yas or IAS, whatever how you say that. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate that as well. But we should have a pretty fun match here. I'm excited to see how Liberation looks. The first matchup was against a team that was kind of outmatched, unfortunately, as X3 Blue has struggled a little bit. As they're trying to fill up their roster with a couple more subs. But this is going to be a big match for them, a big test for both sides. I think the side of Furious Steel is probably riding pretty high with confidence at the moment, probably feeling pretty good after their win over Inception last night. So I kind of expect them to come in here and hopefully keep that momentum going. Don't want to see them have a lapse in passion or focus or whatever you want to call it. So want to see them keep pushing on and improving. So can't wait to see what this match is going to bring. I think Liberation's got Taz on it. Let's make sure the team's right. Yep. But just so you guys are aware, we actually do have 3 matches tonight. So once this match is over, make sure to stick around. We have obviously these two squads: Liberation versus Furious Steel. Then we have Ajoj, who we also saw last night, versus Awoken in an hour. And then after them at 10 Eastern, we've Inception, who we also saw last night, versus M7. So a night chock full of matches. Can't wait to see what's going to happen here. I think we're slowly but surely getting everybody in here. Oh my. Raw Prince coming in hot right away. Let's try to keep that kind of talk to a minimum. Only positive vibes in here. All right, computer, you can do it. Come on, PC. Stop lagging behind. You're good. There you go. All right, look, waiting for the last 2 players for the side of Liberation to switch sides, then we should be good to go. Solar was the player for the side of Liberation that really popped off the first game against X3. Actually, I think it was the entire series. He was just doing great things with the subs. Can't wait to see what he's going to do here tonight as well. If he can combat the pressure that Furious Steel throws at him. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how these guys are going to do on both sides. This is the first test, I think, for each side. Inception seemed to be a little bit outmatched last night. There's obviously a lot of backstory there, which kind of added to the intensity. But overall, Furious Steel looked pretty dominant overall. So looking forward to see what we can determine from this matchup. It's a pretty big one, as both are unbeaten. Both have not dropped a map yet. Glad everyone's channeling in here or funneling into the stream. Specty calling the Rio. I think someone's game probably just reset. Lost connection to the host. Modern Warfare, you are the best. All right, waiting for one player for the side of Furious Steel to get back in here. We should get rolling. Looks like we are going to a Gunrunner hardpoint. Definitely more of a sub-type map. So I definitely expect Furious Steel to come out and look pretty strong early. Solar's not going to have the same ability to fly around at will this time around. He was very, very good against X3, as I said earlier. It's going to be a slightly different beast this time. So definitely a different beast tonight. So curious as to what kind of numbers he's gonna be able to put up, whether his teammates can really keep slaying out as well. I'm also curious to see what Zig we're gonna see tonight, because we saw him really pop off in map number 1 last night. Curious, but then he slowed down in the search and didn't put up his same numbers in the domination. So curious as to what he's going to be able to do. Elixir played pretty well throughout. KP always seems to do his thing. Definitely curious as to what we're going to see from all the players. This map in particular is definitely going to favor the subs, which outside of Solar, not a whole lot pops out as far as a really memorable play or situation for the side of Liberation. No worries. As soon as he gets in there, you guys just get rolling. But on this means that you have to make the series go quick so the rest of the night doesn't get backed up. But hopefully he'll be good soon. There he is. Should be good to go. Reloads, boy. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I think we're just waiting on a small fix here, and we'll be good to roll. Tonight's going to have a lot of pretty important matches. The second one, I don't know what to expect, as the side of Ajo looked really good last night, and they're playing a Awoken team that it doesn't have a victory yet. So that one, don't know what to expect there. But the last match of the night, the Inception versus M7, that's going to be a pretty big match. M7's 1-0, Inception's 1-1. Obviously had the tough loss last night. It's going to be a fun matchup, though. That's a pretty big series for both teams. So I think we're waiting on some connection issues to Discord for the side of Furious, and then we'll be good to roll here. Also, if there's anybody in the chat right now that was thinking about joining the Contenders League we have starting up next week, definitely make sure to get signed up. Sign up is going to close on Friday, or you have through Friday to sign up, and then I will get the divisions and brackets going this weekend, or divisions and schedule. That'll all get sent out this weekend. But if you want to get signed up, you only have about 2 more days to do that. Hope everyone's having a great night so far. We are halfway through the week. Oh, Kaibu, there are much better people to teach you than I. I just kind of play by the seat of my pants. I shouldn't be the one to teach you, unfortunately. I don't know enough about all the different stuff to teach it. I just somehow play it and make do. All right, looks like they're going to make a party real quick, and then they should be good to roll. So we can get this match underway. Dong Pio, my day has been going well. How about yours? Hopefully going well. Let's get everyone slowly but surely funneling in for what should be a great match here. And with Young Coyote's sub, we actually are up to 100 subs so far this season. Love to see it. I feel like a lot of that's kind of happened the last week or so. So because of your generosity, we have a prize pool that's growing pretty rapidly for these players. Love to see it. Solar, I am not sure, unfortunately. Not sure who is torching. I think that's some type of connection issue. Specty, what happened? You got timed out? What kind of controller did you get there, buddy? Let me know. All right, looks like we are finally set. I think everybody is ready to roll. Just waiting for the countdown, and we will get started here, and then what should be a great match. Using new scuff today. I promise I will try my best to not flame you. I tried to keep that out of my casting, but since you were being so fun last night, I'm gonna try to have a little bit of fun with it. No worries with the Discord though. Definitely know how that goes, but here we go. Map number 1, about to kick off. Let's get some predictions here in the chat. I've seen a couple predictions for Furious Steel to get the win. But the thing that I know for sure about Liberation is they kind of live and die by how well Solar plays. So if he's having issues with the new controller, he isn't playing, dropping big numbers, this may be a tough matchup for Liberation, but you never know. Let's hop on with Taz right away. The main point here for the start of this map is for Liberation to hold these spawns. If Furious Steel can get the majority of the time through P1, which they definitely should, definitely cannot afford to give up those spawns with Taz for good shots and KP. He's going to take him out, who is sprinting towards the back of the spawn. So far, Liberation doing exactly what you need to do. And all these players for Furious Steel that are trying to make their way towards the back spawns, they are not getting there yet. As Furious Steel it seems like they're just going to decide to try to get as much time here on P1 as they can. Not a bad consolation prize, even if you can't make it through. As the gunfights so far are going in favor of FS. Train starting out 4-1, Jaren 3-1. Zigpie still looking for his first kill as he's being stymied thus far. And Zig has actually made his way to the back of the map. He's going to get some shots off. I don't know if I like that decision to shoot. I think we've seen a lot of players try this, and they get caught, maybe getting a little bit anxious with that gunny. Solar's going to find a couple big kills in rotation there, and this is actually working out really well for Liberation. Zig did get to the back, got a little bit trigger happy, and now Furious Steel not only didn't get a ton of time on P1, but they're also trying to fight through to try to get back to these spawns and break in. So great start for Liberation as they're going to take a small lead here momentarily. Zig's going to fly, and he's going to find one. Actually, Gypsy was the only player in the hill. As Taz is going to find 2 on the outer side. Zig's going to get that player taken out. And now Furious is doing a great job so far. Solar's going to fly, and he's going to find his, his 6th kill of the map already. Taz and Solar doing big things for the squad. Elixir's going to run out of bullets. He doesn't kill Gypsy. And the rest, it's like things are going well for Furious here. But a little over halfway through point number 2. You're looking for Furious to start to rotate, which they are. And it looks like Jaren's actually on the rotation. I'm sorry, it is Jaren. Yep, he's going to get taken up by Gypsy. Prince was the last one there to take out Gypsy. That's a good trade. It's now a 2v2 on this P2 area. Flash is going to find one with the grenade. Zig's going to respond with one. And now it looks like Liberation's going to be the first one here. After some important gunfights. As it is orange in the kill feed. After a pretty good start, considering I really thought Furious was going to be in tough shape there after not getting much time on P1 or getting the spawns, but they actually ended up getting the majority of that time, and now Liberation's trying to fight themselves back. There's a lot of blue or teal in the kill feed. Not sure what color I actually went with there. Dips, I'm never tired of hearing from you, brother. But a lot of teal once again as Furious is trying to build this lead up here. As Dig's going to come from behind, get a kill on Gypsy there. Looks like all the players from Liberation are pretty much spawned out, so this last 20 seconds or so should be in favor of Furious unless the side of Liberation decides to go for some scrap time, which is a strategy we've probably seen quite a bit here in this game. Not so much from the amateur side of things, but the pros seem to really enjoy trying to get, you know, the last 15, 20 seconds. Scrap time seems to be huge. That time adds up because there are a lot of contest-heavy hills. So getting those full, you know, 50, 60 seconds, each map has maybe like 1 or 2 of them. But if you can't get it, then anything you can do to contest or get that scrap time is huge. Jaren wins a big gunfight here. He has 11 kills. 3 players on the side of Furious Steel do have 11 kills. Jaren just surpassed that. He's got 12. He's still flying around making plays. Able to find the other player. Taz takes him out. And Furious Steel is playing great right here. They're just outslaying the heck out of Liberation. Liberation has to be very, very careful here. If they somehow don't get much time here, or they don't get spawns for the next hill, which actually I think they may have been able to break Furious Steel's early setup here. Only 20 seconds left on P4, but they do have the spawns for what is, in theory, a money hill. And we have a lot of orange in the kill feed. Definitely working out well from KP. Somehow wins a gunfight on Blimey Season. Furious has to fight through 2 waves of players here. And it looks like they are actually pushing up towards that coal cart. This actually may not work out well for him. I thought it was going to work out at first, but Liberation was kind of in some cheeky spots, somehow shot them in the back, and that's going to be 1 wave cleared. There's actually KP in back. KP's going to find some kills. He finds 2. He's not going to be able to get the 3rd as Taz finds 2 of his own. Taz, 19-9. He's absolutely crushing it so far. But great stuff for Liberation here as they actually have held this so far. Got a little bit scary as KP almost made a phenomenal individual play. But he once again is working his way up the map. He does find 2. Elixir's going to find 1 as well. It looks like the scrap time may go to Furious Steel. I don't know if I like this a ton. Maybe send 1 or 2 players to try to get scrapped. But I think I would prefer to see Furious try to work these rotations for P2. Try to start to work their way around. There actually was 2 players over towards that far or close cart area by bathrooms, but they actually get cut down. And Jaren was spotted. Solar did see him. Solar sitting there at 16-17. All kinds of engagements for him as he is constantly mixing it up. A full wave of kills and kill feed for Furious Steel. Solar, the last one live. He's going to get the kill on Elixir. That's a big, big kill. Had he gotten taken out, it would have been a very easy hold here for Furious, as they would have definitely broken the spawns. It's Solar, last one alive. Oh, he just outmaneuvers KP, wins the gunfight. Huge. But look at the scoreboard. Furious Steel is racking up time here. Even though they haven't gotten spawns, it doesn't matter. The score's going to be up by about 100 in favor of Furious Steel here. And there it goes. Surpasses the 100-point mark lead. Elixir trying to figure out where his ammo went. So even though Liberation has spent a lot of time trying to hold these spawns, which actually KP isn't back. This is worst case scenario for Liberation here. If they don't find KP shortly, or if he gets this kill on Gypsy, I want to see how KP's trigger is going to be compared to Zigify's. We saw Zig get in the spot last time. Did not work out for him, so he got a little bit trigger happy. Let's hop on with setup. Great self-control. He's going to get the for sure kill. He's going to hop up top. He saw one out front. He's playing his life for now. I like what he's doing here. He's playing this perfectly. He's going to find... Oh, teamed up by Zig. Oh, KP doing what he can. He's getting shot in the back momentarily. Oh my god, he takes out Solar. KP doing it all for his squad as he's found, what was that, 4 in a row? And right now, Furious Steel is trying to put this game away on more or less on P2 here, as they have broken through thanks to a great individual play by KP. He's playing fantastic. He's only 17 and 18, but I feel like he's made a lot of really important plays for his team. His scrap time should go the way of Liberation, so they are going to be able to break that 100-point mark, but they are down by over 100 points, and Furious Steel is rolling. Blimey Season gets a big kill on Jaren and Zig. Prince and KP are going to team shoot there, take out Gypsy. Liquor's going to find Taz, and it looks like Furious Steel is going to try to do their best to inch their way towards the winning mark of 250 points here on P3. As Zig's going to fly out and get taken by Gypsy. A lot of trades go back and forth, but right now it is favoring the orange in Liberation. Prince somehow wins a gunfight there in Flash. He's going to find 2. Can he find 3? Not so far, as a grenade will not get thrown. Taz takes him out before the grenade can get off. Furious, even though there are just trades upon trades, Furious is still racking up points. They can win it here. Liberation does have to contest for at least a short while. At least, what, 5 seconds? Something like that? And time is running down. Only 15 more seconds needed. I think Fight's going to get taken out, but Furious is doing such a good job of keeping them at arm's length that they have to push this whole area, and they're just getting cut down in the process. Only 5 points needed. Elixir's going to find 2. Those are 2 huge kills. Only need 1 more second. There it is. Map number 1, dominated by Furious Steel as they win 250 to 102. Impressive showing on map number 1. And that was just a great map overall from the side of Furious Steel. We saw some pretty good individual plays. Taz played great, 30-19. He was doing really good things with that M4, holding back whatever he could. But these subs from the side of Liberation outside of Solar really kind of struggled. I mean, Solar 27 and 25, we definitely saw him go on sprees of his own, but Blimey struggled 21 and 28. Gypsy didn't get into a ton of engagement, 16 and 19. Flash 12 and 20. They just overall weren't winning the important gunfights, and actually the slang overall wasn't really. It was actually pretty even. As you know, the top slayer for Furious Steel was Prince with 24, and it went from 24 to 20 with Jaren with the least. So very, very evenly distributed, but overall just great hard point from the side of Furious Steel. Didn't have to rely on waves and waves of gunfights. Just, you know, did a really good job of trading, controlling spawns, spawning close, and making sure when their teammates dropped, the second wave of reinforcements were there to, you know, help trade out those important kills. So really good job there by Furious Steel. That's the kind of hard point we love to see. And that's not really hard point we see very often. We see it a little bit in the CDL with the pros, as you know, the highest slaying team doesn't always win. Sometimes just, you know, controlling the map makes way more of a difference than dropping huge numbers. But that was really impressive from Furious Steel. Good to see them do that and win that way, whereas last night they won via slaying. So you can definitely see they are a versatile team, but I definitely can't wait to see what Liberation can do on this Search and Destroy. We've seen a couple teams recently lose the first hard point and then come back with vengeance in the Search. So these Search last night against Furious Steel by Inception was very back and forth, very, very good map, and could have gone either way. I think Furious Steel won 6-4, if I remember correctly, but it was a very back and forth map, very hard fought, and came down to the wire. So can't wait to see how this is going to go. Liberation looked very good against X3. I can't remember what map it was. I think they may have played Arklov, and they looked very good doing it. So can't wait to see what map we're going to here. Let me see if I can hop in with somebody. Recent players, Solar. All right, guys, but before we get started, what are the predictions for this Search and Destroy? Seems like we are pretty well split on who's cheering for who, but I can't wait to see what you guys think as far as who's going to win. And also, guys, thank you very much for supporting the players, the orgs, the teams. Thank you very much for being in here and supporting everything. It's because of you guys that we can do what we do here, so always appreciate you. Sounds like Discord is having all kinds of issues. See, M7 knows. You guys are you guys are the real deal for sure. Lost comms halfway. Yeah, that'll make Hardpoint pretty tough. And actually, it's kind of funny that he says that because that actually makes total sense. That's kind of when the map kind of spiraled out of control in favor of Furious Steel. That rotation from P5 to P1 to P2. That's really one thing started to fall into the hands of Furious. So definitely makes sense. Charlie Stock, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As we are making our way towards 1,400 followers. We're actually kind of closing in on 20,000 views overall, though. I will definitely take that. If we stick at this pace, who knows? We can probably get there by the end of playoffs. And just so everyone knows, this is the last week of the regular season. The plan is for playoffs to start next week, but I will get a... Charlie, this is just NA as of now. We had an EU team last year, or a couple of seasons ago, but it was really, really tough with the host situation and connection, obviously. So we've kind of just kept it simple and kept it NA, and that's probably how it's going to stay for now. I would like to branch out at some point. I just need someone to kind of take that over, and because I'm not overly familiar with the EU market or kind of how big Call of Duty is there. So if there's someone who wanted to take that on, that'd be great. But as of now, we are just NA. That was a very long-winded answer. And if you guys don't know by now, I love to give long-winded answers. Yes, Kim, absolutely. Ugh. Yeah, Charlie. I mean, definitely keep an eye out on our Twitter for it. It's not something I am really pushing for at the moment, as I have a whole bunch of other stuff I'm trying to work on and grow into. But if I do stumble across somebody who wants to, run that side of things, and if you have anybody who would want to, definitely send them our way. But for the time being, I think we're just going to keep it in NA, and if anything, if any opportunities arise, we will definitely jump on it if we can. So, but thanks for the questions, man. But either way, great map number one is we have three other codcasters in here. Looks like Jaren, Taz, and Zigify are going to be casting with me. You'll love to see that. Chewy, if you want to co-cast, you can definitely do that. I would love to have you, brother. Since I play video games with you all the time anyways. Why wouldn't you just be my co-caster? Solstice, you're doing it wrong. You got to do it this way. Come on, brother. See? There you go. There you go. See, Kim had it too. We were all here to help you out. Let's run it. One of these days, Chewy, if you are free later this week, we can definitely do it. Get you warmed up for playoffs. FS is Furious Steel. Solstice. Come on, man. It looks like we are going to an Arclaw Peak, Search and Destroy, one that I think I've seen both these teams play on, and if I remember correctly, both have had success, so... Do we do tournaments that you can put money into? We host tournaments. Actually, Sergeant Pepe started doing tournaments for us. They're free tournaments as of now. But we don't really do anything where we put up a big prize pool or anything like that. If we have sponsors, we definitely will. Or if there's someone who wants to host a tournament through us, we definitely do that sort of stuff. But we're trying to kind of rebuild our in-house tournaments and stuff like that. That's something we kind of lacked on early, but we're starting to rebuild that slowly but surely. And then over time, hopefully we can get more bigger money tournaments and stuff like that. But for the time being, we're just kind of doing more fun community events and stuff centered around that. But if you have ideas, SpectiFood, definitely let me know. We are always open to new things. Official M7 trying to get people to use knife only. You love it. Oh, that's good stuff. But it looks like we are just about underway, or about to get rolling here, as we do have everybody in here. A free entry 1K tournament. Yeah, I mean, that's something I would really love to do. We just unfortunately don't have the revenue streams to do that at the moment. If all of a sudden people want to gift 100 subs, I think we could definitely work it into something like that. But for the time being, all of our funds go towards the prize pool and supporting that. You know, we're a league provider first, and we do tournaments kind of on the side. So whatever we can do, we definitely will. But our main focus is the leagues. So. Yeah, Chewy, if I win the lottery, let me tell you, I would put way too much money into this, unfortunately. My wife would probably not be happy. Man goes bankrupt after winning lottery from investing too much into his COD league. That would be a really disappointing headline. Center, I actually tried to do a throwback BO4 tournament, but nobody, or not enough teams signed up. It was going to be, I think, a $10 entry per team, and a whole bunch of people said they had interest, but only like 3 paid, and I was like, all right, well, we're not going to do a tournament for 3 teams, so. But we'll probably try to do it one more time and see what happens. Verrucket, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. But here we go. We're going into map number 2, Search and Destroy. Can Furious Steel take a commanding 2-0 lead? Or will Liberation bring it back to a tie ball game? Let's see here. We're going to have a pretty standard push here towards A for the side of Liberation. Blimey's going to chuck a grenade while almost getting sniped. He's actually going to get a hit marker. I don't know how far he threw that. My gosh, with Bryce Harper out there chucking baseballs from the outfield. Sounds good, Charlie. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. As we do have Taz with first blood with the grenade on Prince. A good start here for Liberation as Blimey's trying to find this player on map. Ooh, Elixir's going to surprise him a little bit as he was not expecting that. Did not try to go the stealthy route through that door. Went ahead and just burst right on through. Solar's going to be watching this mid-push with the sniper. Will he be able to find anything? Nothing so far, as no one's going to be pushing him at this time. And this is looking like a pretty good setup for Furious. Liberation's just kind of caught here. They had the smoke down early, which I figured they were going to try to push through, but right now, the side of Furious just has them pinned back, and Liberation can't really go anywhere. KP, easy kill on Flash as he was still weak. KP's going to find 2 kills from that bomb heady. This is looking like